January 27, 2018, Riga, the capital of Latvia, is hosting one of the greatest nights in boxing history. The arena Riga is packed to the brim with 10,000 fans. In the semifinals of the World Boxing Super Series, two of the biggest names in the cruiserweight division face off. This is not just a fight, it's a battle for honor on the road to the Muhammad Ali Trophy. We are about to witness the collision of two different schools and two different strategies in the center of the ring.
Welcome, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Mairis Briedis. And his opponent across the ring, also the defending world champion. He wears the white and gold. He's scaled at a trim and ready 90.4 kilos. His professional record, also a perfect one. 13 fights, 13 victories, 11 of them coming by way of knockout. In 2012, he captured Olympic gold in London. He is the #1 rated seed in the World Boxing Super Series. And tonight, he is making his 4th defense of his world title, fighting out of Kiev, Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the skilled and decorated, undefeated WBO.
Ukraine's golden boy, Alexander Usyk, enters the ring standing 1 meter 91 centimeters tall and weighing exactly 90.7 kilograms. With his unique southpaw stance, he focuses on checkmating his opponents as if on a chessboard. In his corner stands his trainer, Serhiy Vatamanyuk, who has polished him like a machine, and his manager, Egis Klimas. Opposite him stands the king of Riga, Latvian hero Mairis Briedis. Standing 1 meter 86 centimeters tall and weighing 90.4 kilograms, Briedis has a tough, orthodox fighting style.
Here we go then, the first of a scheduled 12 3-minute rounds in this progress he made. And he's being cheered on enthusiastic. On the inside of Usyk, Usyk immediately such an adept combination puncher, good single, straight round we have here just beyond the midpoint. And both boxers have already enjoyed success in every arena that is filled to capacity. Absolutely, once again, straight between the high-held hands and a hard left hand to the body. Unification cruiserweight bout. Mairis Briedis, the nation's favorite fighting son, is their first and only current male world stepping on the left leg, on the left foot of Usyk. Usyk has just taken a stiff right hand, and there's a mark beneath his right. Good right hand over the from Briedis, and Usyk's tucking up, just a line, hoping that this storm will pass. The southpaw left through the guard. Terrific cross success for Usyk. Briedis comes back with a jab of his own. Both men have prepared diligently the nature of a Latvian winter to set up camp in Backstage. Good left hand in his hometown up to be the contest everyone hoped it would be. Back comes Usyk now onto the front foot behind a southpaw right of his own. And Briedis with a give and take because both men are working on their defense as well, but an uppercut success on the inside from Briedis. Second round, and the bell hasn't been heard.
The financial scale of this grand encounter was at record levels for the cruiserweight division. The total prize pool for the tournament reached $3.2 million. The victor, Alexander Usyk, walked away with approximately $1.6 million from this night, while Briedis earned around $1 million. At ringside, legendary champion Vitaly Klitschko, promoter Kalle Sauerland, and many famous names from the sports world took their seats. Everyone was waiting for the answer to one question: the intellect of Alexander Usyk or the power of Briedis?
All pretty strong as Usyk scores with a terrific straight, feeling that they have the fight won. Both of these men called in young, hungry fighters to serve at this sparring. Scores with the right hook around the corner. The heads came together there. And that's why Usyk is rubbing operator. And he has used skill to play a role in this. He will have the capacity to jab from Briedis, but then a jolting southpaw left. Well, that's where the heads came together. Kenny Bayless was in optimal position and called that was sustained by Alexander Usyk. He emerged from that coming at the end of that third round. Significant cruiserweight bout since David Hay and Enzo Macronelli came together. He's hurt, got in a tangle on the ropes to accommodate interest from the United States of America. This one is being such as the interest in this cruiserweight unification bid so far. Good right hand to the body. Usyk tries to respond with a southpaw left down from Briedis. Usyk being forced backwards, but now plants his feet and tries to force Briedis back. Lomachenko throughout his training camp. Boxer in just a couple of weeks, and this is a portion of the round for Mairis Briedis. Usyk spending an awful lot of time covering up, trying to repel, but it's single shots in response. These men have healthy stoppage ratios in their perfect ledgers. To weave, gets through with a good straight right jab once again, which drives Briedis backwards. Significant that nose tended to. He's coming back behind straight nose of the WBC champion, who's just taken another right jab right in that region. The back foot more than we've seen him at any point in the contest. Usyk once again. Briedis being driven continually back this fifth round. He spits a fleck of blood and his head is bucketed by...
A detail particularly noticeable during round intervals is the range-setting left jab of Alexander Usyk. Pay attention to the slow-motion replays. Although Briedis' sharp uppercuts tested the chin of Alexander Usyk several times, the Ukrainian genius knew exactly how to absorb those blows. Corner intervention was vital here. While Vadomanyuk constantly told Oleksandr Usyk to change the rhythm, Kleins in Briedis' corner commanded the Latvian warrior to never decrease the pressure for a single moment. 8:30 to 11 o'clock.
But Usyk, body of the WBC champion, even though round compared to the fifth, Usyk still having success. Drive backwards and he wrestles Usyk down to the canvas. Kenny Bayless immediately intimated. Not always of the verbal variety, just nodding as if to say, yeah, use his balance. Partially blocked by the glove, but those two weren't. Right, 83 victories. He's trying to dig in a hard left hook, but it was blocked effectively by the right. Skill and concentration into the second half, conceding that this is the biggest fight of his career as he lands with a good left hand, which drives backwards. Briedis becoming a little bit on the ropes, drops his hands and uses his legs to good effect. With the logo at center ring to enjoy. But rather more expansively, he says that he loves the colour WBC belt to the WBO one that he came into the ring momentarily. Gets through with a left jab before taking a stiff left cross that causes him to bend. Contingent from Ukraine as well. I feel that this out. Right down Briedis. And remember, for some judges, you've got two Americans. The contest, Usyk said that he was aware of the responsibilities. He scores with a right uppercut. A standard bearer for Latvian boxers holds in the defense of their opponent. Right uppercut off. Now Briedis working behind his straight left. Good two-shot salvo from him. Continuing to work his way forward, typical of what we've witnessed to this point. Both men. Oh, cracking right uppercut through the roof here at the Riga arena. But Usyk, the role that he took part in was terrific. Police force. Usyk working behind a left jab. Good left cross right from Briedis. Pecking behind a left jab, still breathing through an open. If this contest continues in this manner, as Usyk scores with the first time in the World Boxing Super Series here, right uppercut wasn't too far because they're being so keenly contested. Good right hand to both Usyk and Kenny Bayless, intimating that he's to keep the punches up. Good right jab from Usyk. Briedis got beyond punching range. He comes back with a straight shot of his own. Good right hand from Usyk drives Briedis. Terrific action between two highly skilled operators here. And again, instruction to Alexander Usyk over in that blue corner.
2 rounds. You need 2 rounds, okay?
There's been suffered, of course, it is a draw on the scorecard. The draw will go onto the fighters' records, but somebody will progress. The third winner will go through to the final fighter. That scenario in Holyfield was the undisputed champion. They were the only sanctioning body to recognize the cruiserweight division. But at the conclusion, somebody is likely to come away with all 4 championship belts. Good left hand over the firing line, tucking up tightly as each man look to find a fight. The thought process is still sharp. Look at the exchange of backhands in that coming together. Deep into the penultimate round. Both boxers letting their hands go furiously. Neither really found out who's a lot, but that left cross most certainly...
What did the giants of the boxing world say about this fight? Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas commented, "Oleksandr Usyk is a genius who fights not just with his hands, but with his feet and his mind." Writers from the Ring magazine argued that while Briedis gave him the toughest night of his professional career, the champion gear of Oleksandr Usyk in the 11th and 12th rounds ultimately secured the victory. 11 o'clock to 12:59.
Occasions, it looks as though we're heading for that juncture tonight. Usyk just straying low with a couple of shots that he tried to go to the body. As we go into the final minute, right hand from Briedis, and another shot from the right pursuit of a place in the final of the Muhammad Ali Trophy as Briedis lands a cracking right hand around the corner. Usyk fires a left cross. Less than 30 seconds to go now. Fully on display here between these two athletes with perfect records and champions. And still, both men punching right up until the final bell. What a fantastic contest we have just witnessed in the cruiserweight.
At the end of this epic 12-round war, the judges declare the winner by majority decision, Alexander Usyk. Although Briedis showed incredible resilience in front of his home crowd, Alexander Usyk advances to the final with this victory and continues his undefeated streak. This performance in Riga proved once again to the whole world how noble and challenging the art of boxing is. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next legendary analysis.